Welcome back to the very unofficial travel guides. I'm Morgan, and today we're going to talk about 5 free things you can do at Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World, the happiest place on earth, home of Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Disney's Animal Kingdom, and the Magic Kingdom, which is incidentally one of the most expensive theme parks in the world. A one-day ticket for an adult to the Magic Kingdom starts at $115.
$115.
That is expensive. No, you know what? It's expensive. Say it with me. Expensive. So I wanted to share with you some things that I know you can do that cost either no money or, let's say, basically no money. And 4 of them I've done myself, and 1 of them I've never done, but I know that a lot of people talk about it. All right, and we're gonna start with riding the monorail. Yes, actually, the monorail is free. You don't have to pay or have any tickets to ride the monorail. You just have to get to where the monorail is. And in order to do that, you most likely will have to pay for parking. So unless you're staying at one of the official Disney World resorts already, or can somehow sneak into one of the parking lots, which is technically possible, then what you can do is you can take one of the Disney transportation buses to the TTC or to the Magic Kingdom or to Epcot, and from there you can get in the monorail. Of course, the monorail is not any kind of like thrill ride or something, but still, it's so typically Disney, and I think it's something really special. And there are 2 monorail, actually there's 3 monorail loops. So there's the TTC, which is the Transportation and Ticketing Center, and that is by the Magic Kingdom and by the gigantic main parking lot for Disney World. And from there is the resort loop that goes to 3 of the resorts close by and stops at the Magic Kingdom. And then there's the Magic Kingdom Express, which just goes from the TTC to the Magic Kingdom and back. Costs you nothing. Go up the ramp, get on the monorail, and you can just ride it around and around and around until you get sick of it. Also, you can take the monorail from there over to Epcot and back, and that's a little bit of a longer ride, and it goes like through Epcot, so you're technically inside of Epcot when you ride the monorail. But so you need to think about that. If you've got kids with you and you're not going to be going to the park, are they going to have a meltdown when they see like all this fun stuff going on and then you tell them, no, we're just going to ride through it? You know, I'll let you be the judge of that. But the monorail costs you nothing. You just have to get to where you can get on it, and then it's free. Second free thing you can do at Walt Disney World also has something to do with transportation, and that is there are many boat rides you can take at Disney that cost nothing. None of them are inside the parks. Some of them will take you to the parks, but technically, you don't need a park ticket and you don't need to be a resort guest. You just need to get to one of the places where you can get on the boats, and then it's free. And I'll tell you 2 that I think are interesting. One is you can take a boat from Disney Springs, which used to be called Downtown Disney, to the Port Orleans Riverside Resort or the Port Orleans French Quarter Resort. And nothing really special happens along the way, but you're at Disney World and it's fun to walk around the resorts, especially the Riverside Resort and the French Quarter Resort. They've got some fun theming elements and different designs happening along the way, so that's a fun afternoon. If you're in Orlando and not planning to go to any of the parks or whatever, go to Downtown Disney, do a little bit of window shopping or shopping, take one of those boats up to Port Orleans and spend some time walking around. Also, you can take a boat from the Wilderness Lodge over to the Magic Kingdom and back. And that's also a nice peaceful ride through Bay Lake and around the Wilderness Lodge over to the entrance of the Magic Kingdom and back. And actually, you can also take the ferry boats from the TTC over to the Magic Kingdom and back. But I have to tell you the truth, I think of the 3 boat rides I've just mentioned, that would be the most boring. But you can do it. Okay, third free thing you can do, and I think this is really interesting, and like I said, I have done it, and that is the Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is of course close to Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park, has a huge wildlife habitat. And of course, that's one of the things that makes staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge so special, is that you can wake up in the morning, go out on your balcony, and you see like giraffes and zebras and things walking by. But you don't need to be a guest to see those because there are plenty of pathways you can go along at the resort and you see the animals as well. There are also daily activities planned, and in the evenings as well they have like a little fire and a story time there. And I think technically it's for people staying at that hotel, but anybody can go there. And it's a really cool atmosphere, and I really like the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Next up on the list is to see the fireworks in the Magic Kingdom from the Polynesian Resort. Polynesian Resort is one of the original resorts built at Walt Disney World, and it is directly across Bay Lake from the Magic Kingdom. And there is a really fantastic beach area where you can view the fireworks in the Magic Kingdom, and we did it last time we were there, and it was so much more special than I thought it was gonna be. It's a really, really cool atmosphere. They dim the lights, and then you're looking out over the lake, and it is quite a ways away, but because the fireworks display is so big, and because you have like a clear shot, it's still really interesting to watch. And I know I'm getting away from the free stuff here, but you can also get Dole Whip at a little stand close to the beach. And so, I mean, that just makes it great. You take the monorail there for free, go get some Dole Whip for a couple bucks, and then go down to the beach and watch the beautiful fireworks happening over in the Magic Kingdom. And that's something that I really can recommend. And maybe if you want to combine it with going there for dinner for something, the Polynesian Resort is, of course, has fantastic theming all around it. So you can make like a sort of a Disney themed evening going there for dinner and then going down to watch the fireworks, and you don't need to be a resort guest, and you don't need to have a theme park ticket to do any of that. All right, the final thing on my list, and this is the one thing that I haven't done, but like I said, I know a lot of people have talked about it and rave about how much fun it is, and that is there is a nightly campfire, sing-along, and movie night over at the Fort Wilderness Campground. This is one of the few resorts that I've actually never been to, never even really been close to at Walt Disney World. Sometime I need to do that. But nightly, they offer a campfire sing-along and a nightly movie under the stars, and Chip and Dale come to visit it. So you can also get a character greeting, and technically this is something that's only for people staying at one of the Walt Disney World resorts. But as I've never been there, I don't know how they really check that. And I'm pretty sure that they're not really strict about it. Technically, I'm pretty sure that anybody can just show up there, and they even sell, and of course I know this is not free, but they sell little kits so you can make s'mores on the campfire, or I also read that you can just bring your own stuff if you want to roast hot dogs or marshmallows or whatever over the campfire. People do it, and then there's a Disney sing-along and the characters show up, and it actually sounds really cool. I wonder why we've never done it. I don't know, maybe next time. So, those are my 5 technically free things you can do at Walt Disney World, and I know there are more, and if you know some, then please write them in the comments below. If there's something that you do every time, or something that you think I really should have had on this list and I left out, please write it in the comments below, because that's how I learn, and that's how everybody in this little community at the Very Unofficial Travel Guides learns about this stuff, and we all profit from the experience of others. Be sure to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube if you're a fan of Disney World cruise ships or other fun travel destinations. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And an extra special thanks to all the people over at patreon.com/veryunofficial who give me a little bit of extra support every month. And I was happy to upload over a 5-minute video that's only for my patrons, footage cut from my recent Mediterranean cruise when we were in Barcelona. Cut a bunch of stuff out of there. Can see it over at patreon.com/veryunofficial. And I look forward to seeing you next week here in front of the red sofa for another episode of 5 Things. See you later. Very special thanks to all the VIPs on patreon.com/ why can I never say that? patreon.com/veryunofficial who give me a little bit extra, and a special thanks to all the people over at patreon.com. Oh gosh.